Odi kudasai, HardOffing.
HCK here. Today we're going to hit up another hard off in Saitama, Japan. Here's their junk game section. They have just an extraordinary junk game section. It goes on forever. Unbelievable. Now here's some PlayStation games. You got Dreamcast and other stuff mixed in there, as usual. Cool stuff in here. Here is Daytona Twin Bee Deluxe Pack. Some shooters. Dragon Quest VII. Dreamcast games. That's that RPG series Capcom did. And what's Shenmue? A promotional disc for the Shenmue before it came out. Let's see, what's this? Oh, I dropped it. These are various computer games and limited edition games. You can see some giant limited edition boxes in there, like that Dokusei 2. Mega Drive games, just boxes and boxes. Some Neo Geo cards. Strategy guides. A virtual treasure trove of goodness. Now here are Super Famicom games. Let's see what they got. Oh, some Super Bomberman 2 and Princess Minerva RPG. Let's see. Ooh, Rayman for the Game Boy Color. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. See a Fire Emblem in there, Space Invaders, a lot of Dragon Quest, Ys 2, Final Fantasy 2. See over here just random stuff. Game Gear games, Game Boy Color games, Virtual Boy games. Pokemon Pinball. Magic Knight Rayearth for the Game Gear. And I dropped something again. Over here, Super Mario Brothers, the classic. There's some Zelda in there. There it is, Zelda. Some Zachabelle. Japanese only Game & Watch Gallery. And Mega Drive games, Puyo Puyo, Phantasy Star 3, Bonanza Brothers, Shining Force, Rambo 3, strategy game, Sonic 2, Sorcerian, Space Harrier 2. See an Altered Beast back there too. Up here, loose Famicom cartridges. Lots of Mario Brothers in that. Oh, and this is cool. This is a memory backup pack for the PC Engine, still in the original box. Got a little rip on the back, but still, that's pretty cool, especially for the price. And just in case you can't see your Game Gear screen, but still in the original box. Now here's their main game section. You can see the Famicom Junior there. Their higher end Famicom games, higher end Virtual Boy games, Mario Clash and Wario Land. Zelda for the GameCube. And they're higher end Super Famicom games like Mother 2, also known as Earthbound. It's an RPG that never got released in America. Nage Libre. That can be expensive. And one of my personal favorites, Kirby 3. Great game. Now this is really strange. Here is an actual American Genesis cartridge. But they're wanting about 40 bucks for that, for RoboCop. Over here is a D Director's Cut for the 3DO. That's hard to get. Gex. Japanese Gex doesn't have any voice in it. Dragon's Lair. Lemmings. Down here, PC Engine games. Let's see, what is this? Ys 4. Excellent RPG. And Super Real Mahjong Part 5. An adult Mahjong game that uses the arcade card for the animation. Thunderblade. Excellent shooter. Lots of good stuff here. Now here are their systems. They just have a ton of systems. Virtual Boys, 3DOs, Dreamcast there. PlayStations, different PlayStation 2 models. Wii's, GameCubes. Set some Mega Drives up there. Xbox and Neo Geo kart system. Oh, what is that? This is an R7 Dreamcast. It's black. It says R7 on the front. It was given away at pachinko parlors as a prize. Drum Mania. Now this is a Dead or Alive Kasumi edition. It's the Ultimate Dead or Alive Xbox. It's see-through blue and says Dead or Alive on it. Those are relatively hard to get. They're expensive when you find them. And here's a PCFX. Now this was the 32-bit PC Engine. It's a little pricey for it. Not that great a selection of games. Now this HardOff had a lot of really cool stuff. And it was difficult for me to pick out what I wanted to get. I mean, they had a Mega Man, original Mega Man cartridge for the Famicom. And I'm collecting the Mega Man games because I never played them when I was a kid. In fact, I'm pretty terrible at Mega Man games. But I've sort of gotten into them. So that was interesting, but you know, they wanted 25 bucks for it, and I just didn't feel like spending 25 bucks. What I did feel like getting was the Big Window 2. Now, the only reason I was into this, I'm not a big Game Gear guy. In fact, I pretty much hate Game Gear games. I like Game Gear packaging, though. And recently, because the price was right, I picked up a blue Game Gear. So I figured I might as well have a giant magnifying glass to sit on top of it, you know, if the need arose. The really cool thing, though, I got at this HardOff was this. This is the Panasonic Q. It's one of the most beautiful video game systems ever designed. Has this arching top, mirrored front, and when you turn it on, you can see it has LED lights in the front and an LED display. On top of that, it's the only Nintendo system that natively can play DVDs. So, well, that was my big purchase. I got a game as well. I picked up a Puyo Puyo game for the Super Famicom. I'm a Puyo Puyo fan. I have been, oh my gosh, ever since 1994. My friends used to play Puyo Puyo. They were into it before me. They imported it. And I would go over and just get game after game handed to me because I was terrible at Puyo Puyo. I've since gotten better. One of the things I discovered while I was in Japan is Puyo Puyo Box for the PlayStation. Now, that's a collection of Puyo Puyo 2 Plus, it has a Puyo Puyo RPG in it. For those who don't know what Puyo Puyo is, let me show you. Alright, now this is Puyo Puyo 2 Expert for the PlayStation. Now, Puyo Puyo is a classic puzzle game. It was released in America as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but then later got released for the Game Boy Advance as properly a Puyo Puyo game. And Puyo Puyo is a puzzle game that evolved from an RPG series. And it has various characters from this RPG, and each of them has their own personality and humor that goes from game to game. You know, something a little bit like this. And as you can see in Puyo Puyo, all you have to do is match colors. When you do that, a wall of empty Puyos falls on the other opponent's side. They fill up their side, you win, move on to the next opponent. Each opponent gets harder. Classic puzzle game. Great, great series. So like I said, I had picked up Puyo Puyo box, and the RPG in it, when you fight bad guys, it's not like turn-based combat or real-time combat like in traditional RPGs. What you do is you actually play a round of Puyo Puyo against them. And if you win, you get stronger, which makes your attacks stronger and make you move faster throughout the game. It's a pretty cool concept, and it actually makes you get better at playing the regular Puyo Puyo game. So I had a great time playing that. That's why when I found this, I was so excited, because on the back it says that it's an RPG. So I thought, hey, more Puyo Puyo RPG fun. Take it home, put it in. Not quite exactly what I was expecting. Here, take a look.